Shalom. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, this is Brother Samar coming at you with another lesson. Lord, will this is edifying. So I'm listening and going over this thing about the black woman and the black man out of the homes and everything, and this guy, smart. His name is Smart Guy. Yeah, he's speaking speaking truth, man, and we're gonna get a little bit into it and everything like that, and bring up some scriptures. Lord will, this is edifying, and so without further ado, let's get into it.
Through that monetary gain, he can be the protector, provider, and maintainer.
Do God. Everything do God.
Yeah, I got it now. I got it now.
Shit.
Thoughts on monogamy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Thoughts on monogamy.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey Salaki, before I go any further, I did watch a couple watch it a little bit of it, and the lady that is on the right with the, not the one in the red wig over here, but the one with the, you know, the hooters out, and the, yeah, her, she is the definition of the perfect example, I should say, of why our women, the black women, can't fully process certain things and can't even get right. And at the end of the day, we're not going to get fully right until we're in the kingdom. Our women aren't going to get right until we get into the kingdom, man. And that's a fact, man. And, you know, this guy Smart saying that, you know, loving the black woman and everything like that. It's cool. Teach his own, but knowing this, that the black woman is finished, man. And we see it time and time again. There's no point of even trying to go for the black woman, man. It's and we see her as a perfect example. The stubborn, not wanting to listen, and just constantly just talking and even the comments, it said that she was more listening to respond than wanting to listen to understand. And it shows, man. A lot of our women are finished, man. You know, they're masculine as ever, and he's getting into it. He's going to get into it as far as why this thing happened. It's because of the white man, man. This even happened to in the garden. You know? The serpent, which is, again, the same serpent that is today. Right here today. But yeah, Eve was deceived. So it's no different. And I'm going to get scriptures to back that up, but I'm going to let this go.
I mean, I think it's situational, right? And we have to be careful if we buy into the Americanized version of relationships and marriages, because, you know, in Islam, it's okay to have multiple wives.
Plentiful.
Do you agree
right?
with that?
It's in the Quran. What I'm gonna say, I don't agree with a lot, right? I think when we start to look at America's concept for relationships and stuff like that, when we look at, you know, well, how does 5 families run the whole world, and what's the census of those family members, right? I think that every situation is different, and I don't want.
And you know what's crazy? Salaki. Because she said about monogamy and everything, just having one wife. But in every single culture, every single culture, more than likely when it comes to even in Islam, you know, all these things in the Bible, I know in the scriptures it talks about having more than one woman. This is like a new thing that came about, and it came from the so-called white man. So he put all these things in our heads to make us think that we're supposed to have one woman and all this stuff. How do you think, man? It's so many things I'm thinking about. How do you think, for instance, in when we were in Egypt, and I think it was in the book of Exodus where they when we were in the being taken over by the Egyptians, right? The aka the Hamites, and they were looking, and the Hamites was looking, and it was like what, like why are they're populating, and they were in fear of that we were gonna end up taking over, man. You know, and the same thing is happening now, right? Real quick, Salaki. Wrong one. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, and mind, this is when we were in Egypt, right? So it says, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. And that's happening today, you know. Again, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. So we are not the minority anymore, right? And it's crazy how, like, even if we're so-called, we're practicing that monogamy thing, you see multiple, you know, relationships. Guy that was a girl with 4 baby daddies, and the guy has like 10 kids. You know, that's Jake, man. You know, we're we're fruitful, man. But even though it's going off, you know, in a way, you know, because a woman having like multiple husbands and everything like that, that's going off. But that's on a, you know, low scale. But the point is that even if we was to have that, it's like, well, dang, I lost my train of thought. But the point is, as far as the multiplying, right now, even in today's time, man, that where we were fruitful, you know, we're building everything like that. Esau, Edom, seen it as a threat. When we come together, it's a threat. So they end up having to infiltrate it and try to destroy it, you know, from happening. And that shows as well that we are the people, and we are a special people. It says in verse 8, now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. Right? And those of you who don't know Joseph, at the time, he was known for his visions. And he was very well known in Egypt, right? If I'm not mistaken, he was he was basically the one that helped Egypt in a big way, you know. And honestly, we all, like I say, at the time, Joseph helped Egypt, man. It was the Israelites helped Egypt, man. It's no matter where we go, we are helping, and it's booming. You know, that specific place. If we were to go to Egypt, that place would be booming. If we were to go to, again, any different area, it will be booming, man. And even now in America, where we were dropped off and sent to by slave ships, this place is booming. This is where the good food is. This is where all these good things is happening because why? Because of us. Without us, everything would go to shit. Excuse my French or rude speech, right? It says again, and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mighty than we. This is what Esau Edom's saying too, man. That's why he's trying to kill us off and everything like that. Weaken us and everything, right? It says, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when they're falling out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. So in other words, yeah, the Pharaoh, seeing that we was exceeding in great number, we was multiplying. You think we're gonna multiply just by having one woman? No, man, we were multiplying because we had multiple wives, man. We had multiple children. Even the scriptures say to be fruitful and multiply. What does being fruitful mean? Multiple children, man. You can't have multiple children by just having one woman, because a woman can only bring forth a child one time a year, right? But meanwhile, I can plant a seed in multiple women, no matter what. Like all these different, I have so much sperm to where when I'm even 50, 60, I can still, do what I gotta do. Things happen for a reason. So that monogamy bull stuff is off, man. Okay, but just a quick one, just to so going back, Salakia. Dang, this thing is like, oh, Salakia. All right.
My beliefs to have an impact on people's relationships, right? In terms of that regard, like how many or whatever. What I want to say is the black man has to be the head of his household. And the key to him being the head of his household is getting his provision. The black woman has to understand that she's being utilized to destroy the power structure of the black family.
Right, he's speaking a lot. So, 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, in the 3rd verse, I believe, it talks about the ordinance, right? Keeping the ordinances, because we got to keep that ordinance, because without that, man, without, again, the head of every, let me get it. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. Matter of fact, verse 1. It says, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Okay? First and foremost, those of you who don't know, Yahweh is who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the name that you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, right? Those are the true names, whereas we shall be saved by. So that's number one. And number two, it says the head of the woman is the man. And honestly, in every single culture, I believe in every religion. Well, there's a lot of religions out there, but this isn't a religion. But every culture, the woman is below, man. Okay, it's below the man, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's gonna always be. Okay, no woman gonna come up in power and try to tell a man what to. No, man, that's off, and that was never ever of the Most High. That was never ordained by the Most High for a woman to be in power, right? So, and the scriptures even talk about if it be of the Most High will come. It'll if it be not of the Lord, it'll come to naught, right? So it's not of the Lord. But yeah, that was a quick one as far as that goes. But he also says something else. As far as the structure, right? The plan, the strategic plan to use the black woman to destroy the black man. And that's exactly what happened, right? Esau Edom, aka the so-called white man, did that, you know? Salakia. All right. But yeah, the so-called white man did that to destroy the black man, to effeminize the black man and to emasculate the so-called black woman, right? And he's gonna go into it.
And when she understands that, and she stops letting the white man give her all these so-called government options, she can be dependent on her man because her wisdom understands that that's the best thing to be dependent upon. And if he is unreliable,
well, sorry to cut him off. Sorry to do this again. He's saying the wisdom, but our women are are deprived of that wisdom. Okay, they don't have any wisdom, and that's why we need, as a man. And this is why I don't agree with him. As where I don't agree, he's saying that if I'm not mistaken, he was saying that women have that wisdom. It's like, and to teach that man. No. There's no way that you can be a leader, be a man and a leader, to where, and then at the same time, you have your woman teach you. That makes no sense. So that's where he's going off. But yeah, that's why all these guys that are set up. He's a good guy. He's speaking good and everything. He's Muslim though, which is off. But it shows as well that our people, again, like it says in Romans 10, that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge, right? So he's moving in the same way as Malcolm X. It's just that Muslim stuff, and yeah, but it's just a lot. But the point is, as far as that wisdom is first and foremost from the Most High, Yahweh, right? Brought down to this book and brought to the men, right? And then we teach the woman to this knowledge, this wisdom, this truth, right? But yeah, the Lord deprived the woman of that wisdom. The scriptures even talk about that.
then she understands the reasons why he's unreliable, and she can help nurture him to a point of reliability. Through that love. And the three phases of love I talked about, which is informative, unconditional, and accountability.
Do you think that women? Do you think that women being as ambitious and business oriented and things like that now contributes to that destruction that you were speaking about?
Of course, but that ambition was. Because
when he said that, that's the first thing I heard. I'm like,
but that ambition was inserted into her subconscious mind by the white man. That's why we bring it back to the Willie Lynch letters, right? We're gonna hyper-emasculate the woman, and then we're gonna emasculate the black man, and that was the.
See, already quick to like, you can't make this up, man. It's crazy.
So now, I can't bear kids, right?
So it's a problem?
Listen what I'm saying. I'm not here to pass judgment. Only God can do that. No, but it's a problem. I'm here to give information. No, this is what I'm saying. When we understand what hasn't worked for us, then we have to come to terms with that reality, and that's accountability. So when we talk about divorce rates, when we talk about the man being this and the man not doing that, right? Well, if my relationship with God is not strong, if my relationship with God, I'm gonna bring you in. Smart. I need clear
answers.
I did.
I need clear
But I'm making
answers.
listen, hold on.
I need you
Hold
to
on.
explain.
And she's not even understanding it. That's what I'm saying. The problem with the black woman, man, our women in general, really, it's not just the black woman, but she's the start of it, right? Judah is the king tribe. They're the start of it. When this all started with the black woman started going crazy, and she brought that vibration to the rest of the tribe. That's why you see, you know, you see what's it, Benjamin, which is the so-called Jamaicans. You see Ephraim, which is the so-called Puerto Rican women. You know, they going off of what the black woman's doing, man. And this is where it starts, right? And that's why the black woman is not to be trusted, not to be dealt with, you know, at all, man.
To me
I did.
in plain context without taking it to the moon. I need you to explain to me.
I didn't
Is
take it to
an
the moon.
ambitious woman a problem? You say yes, right?
No, I didn't,
or did you not say that?
I didn't say yes or no. This is what I said. Because I'm learning that sometimes a person's emotions about what I'm saying makes it hard to look at the context of what I'm saying. So they hearing what they want to hear. So I'm making adjustments because my goal is to help our people.
You never know. Give it to them real, though.
I am.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
but
it.
wait.
So
What he's saying, I get that.
Yeah,
so,
I get it too.
so what I'm saying is a woman has a particular role, and if she doesn't play that role, there's no family or no family structure. A man, the black man, has a role he has to play. If he doesn't play that role, there's no family or family structure. So you've been taught that you're maintaining a child is raising a child as a single mother. So you're thinking that, oh, food, clothes, and shelter, it's not raising a child. That's maintaining a child. To raise a child, you need man and woman in that household. You need a coalition of masculine and feminine energy working simultaneously together. But just because you get support from the government, you mistake the maintenance as the raising. And then now the child is up because that daughter doesn't see a man in the home. So she doesn't know how to be nurturing for the man that eventually is in her home.
The support from the government, you mean like
Government
Section 8.
Yeah, all that
Okay,
type of stuff.
okay,
Right.
okay,
But-
I got it.
but-
I'm asking because I want it from you.
But you're being
a
welfare
woman
Section
that
8.
has a
Yeah, that type of
successful
stuff.
business.
But you can't.
When I'm talking about Section 8,
You can't.
is that a problem?
You can't.
I'm not talking about Section 8. Nobody is on Section 8.
You can't spin me. What I'm saying is Section 8 is the thing.
Nobody's on Section 8.
The government assistance that the black woman receives as an independent has been strategic. And her receiving that has developed a mindset that to this day makes that woman comfortable that she has an option of independence that was created. So again, I'm not here to,
I want to understand. I want to understand.
I got you.
It's a woman.
I can't dumb down. I can't dumb down what I'm saying for nobody.
A black woman.
Yeah.
Because I think we might be talking about two separate things.
No.
Maybe,
No,
possibly.
he led it to it with the
He's saying that this being the case before, this conditioning before,
made them independent. Now they
historically
working
has
hard.
now created this need for black women to have independence, and now that independence is progressed
Because-
into
The fact that she doesn't even understand this is crazy. That he's speaking facts as far as he's speaking the beginning of it when it happened. There it is. She's in the middle, where it's just crazy, man. And it shows as well again that this woman doesn't even have critical thinking skills. They lead with their emotions, And again, she was so quick to make that face when he said that them having that ambition and everything like that is considered to be a problem, and then she jumped to conclusion and didn't want to try to hear him out. Like, it shows, man, that their emotion. That's why a woman can't lead, because they, like I said, they lead with their emotions, right? So it's why this is the reason why the Lord is not dealing with women. The Lord is only dealing with men, right? The scriptures say in Revelation that, behold, the tabernacle of the Lord is with men, and he shall dwell with them, right? in Ezekiel, it talks about the flock of my pasture is with men. So he's not dealing with women. He is. I won't say he wasn't. He has never dealt with women, because he has, as used a woman for a specific thing. But ultimately, the Lord is only dealing with men, and there's a reason for that.
Section 8 and the government.
Back then, you know, in the 70s and 60s, that was the thing. Get on
Okay,
Section
so
8,
now
get
that
food
we
stamps.
here, and that's the reason that we got here.
Yeah.
That's fine. So now
But
that
we're
we're
here
here, is that causing a problem now that we're here? The reason I got it.
If you don't listen because you have a financial option to be deaf, does it cause a problem?
Oh. Oh.
Say it one more time.
No.
Repeat
Reason
that.
I got
If you don't listen because you have a financial option to be deaf, does it cause a problem?
Oh.
Say it one more time.
No. If you don't listen, if you don't listen, right? Because you have a financial option not to be submissive, is that a problem?
Holy shit.
That when he said it the first time.
If you don't listen because you have a financial option from the government not to allow that
the
man.
government that be losing me.
See, and that's a trigger word. He literally gave 3 scenarios, and that last scenario was the one, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, is of what he's trying to say, and she already gets emotional. It's freaking crazy.
But
he's saying on both ends.
You have to
from the government to that. You got your own money.
You have to.
So
What I'm
fuck
saying
you.
is this is why I say how I say it, right? I'm giving you the context. Section 8 was a real thing. It was, if you want to take care of this kid, that black man can't be in your home. You're gonna get this check, but he can't be here.
Because if you had
But hold on.
they wouldn't give it to
But
you.
the government didn't require the white farmer wife to remove her husband, and she got subsidy from the
Got the
government.
grants. Yeah.
So the white man was allowed to stay in the home when the
Or the
white
bill.
farmer wife got government assistance, but the black man had to leave the home when the
For her
black
to be
woman got
eligible.
assistance.
And put them
Hold
all
on.
together.
Now,
Yeah.
fast forward to today, okay? We deal with all types of discrimination as black men in terms of getting apartments, getting cars, getting loans, getting things in our name. It's way harder for a masculine, heterosexual black man to scale the corporate ladder than it is for a homosexual black man
That's true.
But yeah.
to scale. And this is by design. So when we understand the strategy of the colonizer, the strategy of the oppressor, then we can defend against it, right? I'm not here to pass judgment on a black woman. However, I'm aware how she is utilized in this race war. I'm not here to pass judgment on a black man. I'm aware of his lack of awareness and his lack of receiving provision from God is why he's in that position. So I'm here to give the information to change the positions, and it's by choice whether you receive it or not.
All right. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to get some scriptures real quick. So, here's the thing, man. As far as this, he has the right idea, but he doesn't realize that this is all what the Heavenly Father wants. Right? Ultimately, we're going through a punishment, right? Let's see. Oh, it all goes back to the curses, but Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, right? It says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power," right? "To observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of the land, And it says that the increase of thy kind and the flock of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. So here it is. When we leave this country, we go somewhere, we're always gonna have that mark on us, man. We're gonna always have that curse on us, man. You know, everybody's gonna look at us differently. You know, you see a so-called black man out and about, we gotta play a facade and try to be nice, put on a smile, right? That's been on for the longest time, for years, right? So, and I remember at a time when I was at a job, you know, that I had my beard on my face, and the guy was like that I look intimidating, and it's crazy because again, knowing that this is the customs that we have as a people, you know, having a beard on your face is a law, right? That we're supposed to be keeping, right? And here it is that this world is against having a beard on your face, man. You know, now you can, yeah, nowadays in a way you see guys with beards on their face, but you know it's all, you know, it's shaped up and everything, and you know, try to make it look pretty. They what's it now? They use marker and then some type of shading or whatever. But yes, I'll say back then, you know, when the times where I was you know, first starting, you know, to go into, you know, working and everything, shaving your face was like a necessity. You know, you needed to shave your face to get a job, and you needed to all this crazy crap, man. It's just crazy. But but going back, this showing this that wherever you go, the curses are always gonna be upon you. Okay. Um, go down, go down. Here we go. This is verse 37. Actually, I'm gonna start verse 36. It says, "As the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou set over thee, which thou set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone." And let's stop there, man. This guy, smart, he's a Muslim, right? And what do they do? What do Muslims do on a specific time? They go to Mecca, and they go and worship the cobblestone, and it's just a rock. So it's like one of those things where that is happening now, where we're worshiping wood and stone, right? Worshiping other gods. There's a god for every day. Just now we was just got into the new year, which is not the new year. You know, our people are still celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these different holidays, and it just goes back to the gods, man. These false gods, right? Greek and Roman gods, man. So it says, verse 37, "And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee," right? Negro, nigga, spick, right? These are words that's gonna constantly, or black, you know, black. That's the main one, because even now they say black Hebrew Israelites, right? So and ignorantly seeing the fact that we are actually different shades of brown, right? But yeah, these will go back to the curses. So no matter where we go, or what we do, we can't get out of we can't get out of this situation that we're in, right? And ultimately too, our people in general, right? Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22 are wicked. The wicked is all hell, right? And it's only going to get worse. There's no fixing it, right? Scriptures say, how can they be stricken anymore, man? It says, and here is another one, at verse 21 I'll start at, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and Sodom means stupid. Our people are freaking stupid, man. The things that they do is freaking stupid. You know? They're freaking killing each other over freaking colors, man. You know? Cripples and the bloodies, man. So here it is that they're freaking talking about, sets and colors of shirts and blue and red and black and all these crazy things, man. And it's showing these grown ass men, man, just doing this stuff, man, and then bringing it down to the children, right? To their children, and now their children's going into it, crackheads and everything, and on the streets and just messed up, man. It says they are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They're wise. Wait. To do evil. They're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So they're just going off of their daddy Esau, man. Right? The scriptures say, "Ye are of your father the devil." Right? He was a murderer from the beginning. All these things, man. That this goes back to Esau Edom, man. He wanted this. He brought this, man. He's the one that started this, right? Made our people, and that got our people to that lower state. So, yeah, we're not gonna get back to that high state until this place is destroyed, man. You know, to the one that's moved out the way, which Esau Edom, man. That's in the scriptures, right? So, what's it? Yeah, Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Right? Let me see what it says, the word sore. But yeah, depart, arise ye and depart. This world is not meant for us to try to rest and build something here. Our people are continuously not realizing that this is not our rest, man. Even Yahushua said, if this were my kingdom, my servants would fight, right? It says to be or make sick, right? To be grievous or painful, to make sick, right? So yeah, best believe, man, that sickness, that destruction, man. But again, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. If any, let me see if it keep going. It says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet of this people. No, that's pretty much the point. But yeah, this is not our rest, man. So when it comes down to it, there's no point of even trying to build anything here, because number one, it's going to be destroyed, and it's not of the Lord to want to even build stuff here, because we can't build anything here, and we can't do that because, again, Esau Edom is in the way, right? So he has to be put out of the way and destroyed for us to prosper, and it's going to happen very soon. Okay, Lord will. The Lord comes through, soon. you know. But until then, we have to continue to prophesy, continue to occupy ourselves within the scriptures and within prophecy, and just wait for that time when He will come. But with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that, I say, Shalom.